To ready up, and we will head right down into this match to not keep you guys waiting any longer. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get this thing rolling. Nola Flight versus the Cuties. Nola Flight is on the blue side. The Cuties on the red, on the orange side, rather, as I'm using an overlay myself, which happens to be red at this time being. But we have Hypernova, Fox, and Dragon on the side of Nola Flight. Caleb, Time, and Logan on the side of the Cuties, as that one very closely going in for Nola Flight, already putting on a ton of pressure here at the beginning. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I did mention it as we were getting things started. This is a double elimination tourney. It is best of 3 all the way through until the semifinals, I believe. I'll pull up the rules exactly as we have a quick intermission. Already more shots coming out from Nola Flight, trying to send the pressure early and set the tone of this match. The Logan from the Cuties is going to get this thing started. What a shot. Top Cheddar Bar Downski. I know that the teams are incorrect on the top. It does say Chaotic versus BBU Black Sewer Rats. That is the incorrect match. I can promise you it is Nola Flight versus the Cuties. The Cuties quickly getting out to a 1-0 lead here in the first minute, but Hypernova with the flick. Logan able to do it on both ends of the pitch, but will not be able to stop the second shot. Follow-up coming through from Dragon as Hypernova. Nicely done, and that's one thing that I'm sure we're going to be talking about a lot. Is, again, 1300 to 1599 MMR. You're looking at high champ 2, low champ 3, going up to GC2. And you know, a lot of it is not necessarily going to be the best shots that are coming out. It's going to be put the ball on target, make good things happen, and see who can follow up. You're coming to expect that these shots are going to be on point. They may not have the most power if you watch any professional Rocket League compared to them, but it's going to be, can they clear the ball out from their net? Are they able to find a way to get it away from the box, into the corner, keep it safe, and get the ball cleared out? And if not, can the attacking team continue that pressure, have somebody to follow up, and be able to get more and more points on the board? As Logan throwing that into the corner. Nice pass out to Time. I wasn't able to get there, but it ends up being a tactical fake, and Caleb is denied by the crossbar. First one working out in the Cuties' favor. That one not so much. Ball kicked back out to the mid-time. Able to go down into the corner. Not able to get the pass out as Dragon and Logan gonna pick up the 50 as that one's going towards the box. Fox in that aftershock. You gotta give a shout out to that vehicle. Not often you're seeing that out on the pitch, but does get a first early pop, gets a second one, trying to dribble that down, ends up being a little too heavy-handed. It's going to be kicked out towards mid as Dragon has 100 boost. Hypernova trying to set him up with the pass, but Time is there to cut it off. The demo from Logan will be able to stifle the attack for the time being as Caleb, picking up the mid boost, has plenty of room to work with, but missing that clean pop. Not able to follow up with it. It's Dragon trying to get something rolling now here for Nola Flight as we are hitting 2 minutes left to play here in the first game. And typically you do see best of 5s, and it being a best of 3, game 1 is oh so important. Not able to drop another one. And these teams both knotted up. A couple of early goals, but seem to have settled down. The little bit of delay on the match, and then getting right into it here at the beginning of this tournament. Never know how the nerves are going to settle and which team is going to be ready. Both of them seem to have settled in quite nicely into this game and seem to be fairly evenly matched as Hypernova gets a nice pass out towards mid, but Fox on the give and go, not having any more boost. Couldn't go up for the shot. Now Time getting it by 1 and the second. Does get it on point, but Dragon's there for the clear. Fox winning the 50. Needs to pick up that mid boost to continue the pressure as Dragon just throwing this one towards net. A double commit comes out from the Cuties. Neither of them are able to get as Logan with the bicycle. And then Caleb there for the save, but the pressure not done. A nice bump coming through by Caleb. My goodness. That instantly stopped the pressure from Nola Flight and bought the Cuties a ton of time being able to go back, pick up some boosts, and try to get some attack there on their own. As Caleb, he can't read the ball through the smoke. The pass was there, the demo came through, but the ball just popping up a little higher than what he was expecting and could not convert that goal. It's now back down the other way. Dragon off the back while Logan, good control touch, able to send it to the sidewall, has only 25 boost to work with. It's going to go for the dribble, go for the solo play. Had a couple of players out mid to try to decide to do it himself. Will be turned away as we're getting down to the final 15 seconds here. Still a 1-1 game. Final opportunities for these teams to win in regulation. Logan getting it by the first one. Going to play for the 50. Does get it underneath. Going for the pass out mid. It's a shot, but it's a little thin. It goes across the box. The double commit coming through from the Cuties. They're not able to get it around the post. Hypernova getting it around the corner and came number one. Match number one. Already getting ourselves an overtime. Logan up for the challenge, ends up just blasting Dragon to the ceiling, does get back in time for the demo as one traded back and forth. Fox just trying to keep the ball down into the Cuties half. Keeps the pressure on for Nola Flight. Dragon a little bit too far on that flip. Didn't have a ton of boost to work with. Just trying to get into position. But able to win a huge 50-0 boost. But a dream just continues to go down. How much boost do you need? Apparently for him it is none. As the angle from Hypernova is cut off by time. My goodness. What a stretch to be able to get that save. As it looked like the team butt was going to be the Cuties' downfall here in game number one. Logan and Caleb trying to tag team and just power that one through the net. And, we're seeing a lot of double commits, especially on the offensive side from both of these teams. And you're just trying to power it through. We see Hypernova there going for the bump, ends up going and getting the touch on the ball. It's a huge flick from Logan. Opportunity here, but does get bumped by Fox. Time can't get there to squeeze that one through. But that's why you're seeing a ton of just trying to muscle the ball through players, and you never know how that's going to work out. Now a demo from Hypernova should open things up briefly for Nola Flight, but they're not able to convert, and that's what I want to see more out of these teams, is try to get their timing and their teamwork, their team plays a little bit better. We're not seeing a whole lot of passing, just an attempt of dribbling it forward. Maybe somebody will get in front and get a demo. Maybe you'll just win a 50 through a player. It's not working out for either team as we are coming up on the last goal was scored with 4:02 on the clock. We are nearly 6 minutes without a goal. Something is going to have to break between these two teams. We'll see if it's a play that happens or a mistake, as the longer this game goes, the more pressure that builds, the more likely a team or a player is to just make a mistake. It's Caleb going to get that touch, keep it towards mid. Logan kicking out towards the wall. Caleb trying to pick it up, unable to. It's now a 3v1 at time. Doing a great job. Oh, and there's the mistouch. Time trying to get there in time and does, but cannot get it on point without any boost. And now back down the other way. Dragon, he's beating everybody down the pitch, but can't get to the ball. And we're just sprinting up and down the pitch. Somebody has to make a shot. Time gets that one on net, and Fox gets back for the save. These two teams having a ton of opportunities and just letting the ball get a bit too far out in front of them. Could not get there to finish it off, and then the save coming through. And after that flurry, both teams have to take a quick, deep breath, but will they be able to reset in time as the pressure continues to mount here by Nola Flight? Time. Just going to go ahead and boom that one down, try to get a little bit of space, but a miscommunication as Logan ends up bumping time out of the way and gets the touch or not punishes Caleb. An aggressive attack as third man, but saw that he had the space to be able to kick the ball into the corner and buy some time. That 50 going to right in front of the net. It is Logan sneaking the ball behind the defender, somehow getting it to the smallest part of the net as Dragon went up for the save. Logan, the perfect placement, 3 minutes and 28 seconds into the match, or into overtime. Cuties able to take game number one. And you see the shots coming out by these two teams 11 shots to 14, so relatively even for both of these squads. And the saves just coming through for Cuties, and Cuties, 11 shots, 6 of them were saved. That's 4 shots that they have that are unaccounted for the side of Nola Flight. 14 shots, 10 of them were saved, 1 going in, so only 3 shots, but still 3 and 4 shots that are unaccounted for these teams respectively. And if they get their accuracy on a little bit better, that's what's going to allow them to be able to get those shots on point, get those goals, get those follow-ups, and be able to press ahead and not have that 1-1 stalemate for seemingly an eternity until something is able to break through it. And again, I want to see the teamwork by these teams improve going into game number 2. For the side of Nola Flight, they try to do a little bit with their demos. Let's have the first person come through, pick up the demo, second one follow through with that goal, just weren't quite able to convert it during that match. But if you're able to get that infield pass, pass off the back wall, or really just set anything up, that's going to work out quite well for you. But it seems that they're going to continue with the demos, and Hypernova doing so perfectly here. Dragon dribbling by everybody except the only person left, and Hypernova taking care of that. Nice demo. That's 9 seconds in. Nola Flight taking the lead. And again, being a best of 3, they have to take this match if they wish to stay in the uppers. It's Logan gonna pick this one up, spotting Caleb across the pitch. Dragon, nicely done to be able to cut that one off. As again, that's what I was talking about, spotting those passes and just putting on a ton of pressure on the defense. The player getting back had to cut off and intercept that, or that was more than likely going to be a goal. This one going down as Dragon able to get it once again, but a mistouch coming out, and time says thank you very much. I will take that one as Dragon getting it to the corner, but again, a slight mistouch, just not getting it away from the defender, and Caleb, beautiful pass, setting up his teammate, and a quick 1-1, not even a minute, and this is where we were in game number 1. Getting that 1-1 scoreline. See if it continues to stay here, or if a team is able to break through and start scoring more goals. Logan, gets denied by the post. Sent it just a little too far, and Dragon and Fox able to get that one cleared out. Hypernova going to kick it down to the side, trying to get the bump on Logan. Ends up just pinning him to the wall. Nothing doing. It's a huge 50. He's going to kick the ball all the way down to the far corner. Time. Able to win against Fox. Get to it quickly as Caleb was hoping for a shot and a double commit. A little bit of scramble, a little bit of panic going on with Nola Flight. Logan with the control touch goes for the flip reset, unable to get it. This time just going to pop this up against the back wall. Dragon not able to get there in time. Kicking it off of the defender, and does get the goal here as Fox, realizing the shot was coming out, could not get to the spot before the ball came flying at his face. And 2-1 the Cuties. Fox throwing this hard off the back wall, trying to get the pass out to Dragon, and does, but time is there. Be able to 50 that one out. Nola Flight continuing the pressure. A nice touch to the far wall. Time trying to kick it out from the back wall again. The top crossbar going to deny a goal, but Dragon is there to follow it up, and the pressure coming through from Nola Flight. Able to get that goal and able to tie it up. And again, these two teams, they must just be the kings of the counter attack, getting that quick response, and that allows the score to stay incredibly tight. Neither team able to get a ton of momentum one way or the other. Logan, nice pass out to Caleb, decides to not go for it, will be demoed for it. Caleb Gonna throw this one towards net. That one's going to be a little bit high once again, as the crossbar and the posts are continuing to claim goals from these two teams. Caleb able to get that one on point, but Fox there in time. Logan off the back wall Dragon, the last person to get it. Both he and Time looked like they were playing for the 50. Neither getting the touch, but Caleb does and finds a way to sneak this one through just over the top of Hypernova. I thought he was going to be there for the save, but the roll just kicking underneath him a smidge too far. And now 3-2 for the Cuties. It's Caleb coming off back wall to play for that 50. Logan, nice job getting to it before Fox was able to get the shot. Net is open for the time being. Logan doesn't get the cleanest touch. The follow-up goes off the post, but again, it is Caleb who is able to get that on point. I don't think Logan was expecting the net to be so wide open. Was going for a little bit of a controlled touch, trying to get it over somebody, trying to outplay a member of Nola Flight. There's just nobody there. Luckily, was able to get the pass out to Caleb, who was there for the shot for the Cuties. Now up 4-2. Logan out to Caleb again with the shot, and Hypernova able to get there this time. 90 seconds left. A double commit with Hypernova and Fox in the corner. Fox still trying to push the pressure, push the tempo as they're down 2, but a booming clear. Caleb with an opportunity. Not quite able to read how hard it was coming off that back wall as we are quickly turning up the amplitude of this match. Just up and down the pitch we go. Dragon trying to slow things down a little bit with that control touch. Attempts to get it by the members of the Cuties. Unable to do so as they are constantly in these passing lanes. This Dragon able to at least get it out towards mid, but Time there gets it by 2 members of Nola Flight. Hypernova continuing to press the attack, gets it out to Dragon, but didn't have the boost to be able to get there. And another 50, and Nola Flight running incredibly low on boost. Do have to retreat all the way back and have to give up possession. You see the Cuties able to get that counterattack going. Another pass across the box. Nobody there for the shot. Just going to go ahead and steal the boost and quickly turn around. So with a 2-goal lead for the Cuties, just being able to play the clock, stall it out, just win a few 50s, you'll be completely fine. But Fox refusing to get up gets us all the way down, and the waterfall. And unfortunately, that waterfall is not what they were looking for. They needed some space on the back wall. It will not happen. Logan will kill the ball, and the Cuties take game number 2 and win this first round 2-0. The Cuties able to get 9 shots there in game number 2, being able to continue to press the attack. And again, they're doing it with those passes and being able to set up one another. And that's what I was looking for, of which team was going to be able to do that in game number 2. We saw Nola Flight right off the kickoff go for those bumps, go for those demos, and it worked out for them. They're able to get that first early goal, but after that, it was the passing coming through from the Cuties. It was the ability to continue to press it and get a follow-up, and that's what allowed them to be able to get that lead and hang on to it, as they are going to be the victors of round number 1 and drop Nola Flight down into the lower bracket of this tournament, as this tournament is sponsored by Trash Esports. Ladies and gentlemen, if you've not heard of Trash, I know Nola Flight, they were in our invitational with us as Trash was in there. They are a gaming community built on fun, friends, and a willingness to accept no matter how good you are or how high your rank is. So we're all a little trash. They stream Tuesday through Saturday and play all types of games. It does not matter what your skill choice of game is. Go check out Trash Esports. I cannot speak highly. I've got to know the players and the franchise owners quite well throughout the years of casting them through the Invitational, and especially with Rocket League. Absolutely fantastic people. Please go check them out, and a huge thank you for sponsoring this tourney. We're going to head to a quick intermission here while we get the results of the rest of round number 1 in, and then we will be back for round number 2 of the uppers here with the Cookies League Tuesday night Rocket League action here with the $1,300 $1,599 bracket. Don't go anywhere.